Have you ever heard a defense attorney stand up during a civil lawsuit in New York and yell out, "Judge, he's beating a dead horse"? You want to know what this is and why it's so interesting? Come join me for a moment as I show you some great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney practicing law in the state of New York. There are some instances where an attorney goes after a witness at trial, and now he keeps asking the same question over and over and over, or maybe stays on the same topic for much longer than he should. And now all of a sudden, either the judge turns to the attorney and says, "Counselor, you're beating a dead horse, move on." Or the defense attorney jumps up, yells out, "Objection, Judge! Mr. Oginski's beating a dead horse." Now, he doesn't mean literally I'm beating a dead horse, but what does that phrase really mean? It means you're beating the issue to death. You've already focused on it. You've already gotten an answer. Now move on. Nobody wants to hear the same question 20 times. Nobody wants to hear about the same topic endlessly for the next 15 minutes. You've made your point. Now move on. That's what it means when someone says you're beating a dead horse. The phrase basically refers to someone who's made the point. Now move on. By the way, you will find that the best trial attorneys in New York are ones who recognize that it is often better to stop when you've made your point and now either stop and sit down or move on to a different topic area. Why? Because the jury is going to get frustrated. They're going to see right through your strategy of trying to repeat the same thing over and over again. For example, in a medical malpractice case, if I were to ask a doctor at trial, the doctor who's being sued, whether or not he violated the basic standards of medical care, and I ultimately get him to admit that he did, if I turn around and say, "Excuse me, doctor, I couldn't hear your answer. Could you say that again?" It's obvious for everybody in the courtroom to know why I'm asking the doctor to say it again, to simply repeat himself, even though everybody in the courtroom already heard it. And now if I were to turn around and say, "Doctor, I just want to make sure I understand your answer. Are you telling the entire jury that you violated the basic standards of medical care?" Now the defense attorney jumps up and says, "Your Honor, Mr. Oginski is beating a dead horse." At which point the judge will likely turn around and say, "Counselor, you've made your point, move on." So why do I share this information with you? I share it with you because this happens many times, where the attorney trying to make a point, trying to be overly zealous, makes a point and thinks that by making it again and again, it's going to reinforce or highlight that answer, when in reality, just the opposite is happening. Everybody recognizes what just happened. Don't belabor the point. Don't do it over and over again, because now you're overexposing it. You know, I realize you're watching this video because you likely have questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but you have questions that need answers first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a great day.